So, bit of work possibly for Anakie to do just to hold them up in the first term. If Inverleigh get a bit of a run on. A few changes to the record if you're sitting around the car for Anakie. We'll try and give them to you as we go. Dale's been very good with all those. Done very well.
Well, I didn't know until we went through.
I know, lucky we went through them. Yeah. I would have been calling blokes who haven't played here for 8 years.
You would have been like me anyway, so it didn't make any difference.
So the two interleague ruckmen, we think, Hybens and Wilson to do the ruck work.
Well, this will be the battle of the day.
Well, I've said to Wayne Moore, I said you want them to run at opposite ends of the ground so they stay away from each other and don't injure each other for next week. Start of the first term.
They actually play that way too, these two.
They do too. Anakie and Inverleigh here at Anakie, and it's Hybens, goes up, and Wilson gets it down beautifully to Berg, running through the middle, gets a right foot kick to half forward, and bounces at the northern end of the ground. Sits okay in the end. That came back towards Gledhill. He goes backwards to Wilson again, off a step at centre wing, pops it up towards full forward, chopping it off. Brentling does well. Chips the ball out wide, it's okay, and the Hawks go towards centre wing. Long lead, or Wilson gets back there, punched away at the back as well. Muir comes through, can't take it with him. Corey Collins gets it inboard, does okay. Handballs it to Kavanagh. Goes from centre wing to half forward though. Falls in front, no mark taken. Comes off the back. What are we calling him? Rideau. Rideau gets it over the top to Gatt, and it's a good kick too by Simon Gatt. Just put it out in front, and Ettridge has taken the mark. About 45 out, slight angle. And has gone back on the Mitchell Stark run up too. He comes in. 45 metres kicking into the breeze. Wobbly punt into the 10 metre square. And the resultant mark has been taken.
Jack Filet.
Filet it is. Goes wide and finds Billy Cations in the back pocket for the Hawks. Plays on quickly. Chips the ball over the top. 3-on-1. It's okay for Inverleigh. Grozdanowski's got it. He goes along the line. Terrible kick. Turned it over easily. And Wisebrock's taken the mark for Anakie. Chips it back inboards. Okay. Finds his teammate there in Smith. Goes short. It's all right too. Finds Gledhill. Left half forward for the Roos. Doing all the attacking. Goes long towards the corridor. Big pack there. Punched away. Front and centre was okay. And was able to turn around too was Rustler. Or Roosler goes towards the middle of the ground. Might bounce over the back and it might be okay for Daniel Grozdanowski if it sits for him. Can he get away? He can't. He's pinged and he drops the footy. Good tackle. Good play by Anakie at the last line of defence. Inside defensive 50. They switch the ball back. They come out wide towards
Parsons.
Parsons it is, who gets it further afield to Wilson at half-back. He tries to chip the ball to Berg. Berg takes the mark on centre wing. No score yet. 2.5 minutes played first term.
So Berg with the ball just on the half-back line. Goes short. Good pass. Hits Gledhill coming up. Lead up. He's done it 2 or 3 times early in the game. Good foot skills here. Another short kick. Mark target. And the mark has been taken there by Rideau. So he's now steadies himself, goes to the forward line, kicks out wide. Mark is taken. Oh, there's a collision there. He plays on. I think that here is Ettridge. He runs again towards goal, and it's gone across the face for a single. First score of the afternoon. Anakie one behind. They lead Inverleigh, who are yet to score. We've gone 2.5 minutes. And Brent Ling with the kicking in duties from the full back goes in and goes short. Mark's been taken, and it's by Cations. So Alex Cations now delivers the ball out wide. Didn't come off the boot too well. It's going to go towards... Going to end up with Filet. It's taken off the ball. And he's gone back and collected. Collins with good pressure takes him over the boundary line. It'll be thrown back in on centre wing. So some good tough work there from Anakie.
They've come out hard, the Kangaroos, haven't they? They've come out real hard.
They're tough out here, mate. Don't worry about that. So back with the umpire. Throws the ball back in. Hybens gets the tap down. Ball tapped into the free space. Picked up by Van Stebbing. Went to Berg. Went back to the middle of the ground. I'm not too sure who he's looking for. Rideau comes out, takes the ball. Handball goes back, finds Wilson. Didn't pick it up. Muir gets the ball, kicks into the half-forward line. This is where they need to get someone on the ball. And it's Grozdanowski running back with it. Also going back is Costello. Used to see him at the other end of the ground, but he's in the back line today. Ball running towards the boundary line. Grozdanowski still chasing it. Good work there, and the pressure sees the ball over the boundary line 20 metres around from behind post.
Geez, the big fella's groundwork wasn't too good. Well, he went with his hands away from his body.
I was more worried about him putting his leg out and breaking his leg.
Yeah, I think he would have been better just putting his hands close to his body and going in a little bit harder.
So now, sorry. Ball in the forward line, ball thrown in. Grosdanoski's going to do the ruck work there. Comes to the front of the contest, picked up Parsons, went back by hand, missed the target. Good enough to clear it up is Collins. He goes back towards the goal square. They're under pressure. Dalton Grundle puts pressure on and rush through for a minor score. So the level scores up at 1 behind each when we have gone 4 minutes. First quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
So the Roos Parsons from fullback, short little kick, just gets the target.
Just gets the 15 metres
Yeah,
too,
I
I
know.
would suggest.
I think it's Felsner in the back pocket for Anakie. Drives it along the line. Muir in front of Berg. Punched away defensively by Berg. Does well. Punches at 35 metres, too close to the boundary line, but worried out of it, the Roos. They might turn it over. Muir's got it. He handballs it back in board. Comes back in further afield to Hamer. Goes Grosdanoski in for Felsner. Just fell into his arms for Anakie. Didn't know much about it, but it got there in the end. Costello off a step towards Van Stebbing on centre wing. Cations comes across. Van Stebbing. They've got brothers, those two. Van Stebbing takes the mark at half back.
Look like looking in the mirror, mate. They're both clearing the hair of the eyes.
They have, haven't they?
More hair than Grubby's got, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Van Stebbing, half back, goes towards centre wing. Doesn't get the distance towards Phyllis. And chopping it off there is de Blasio for Inverleigh. They go inboard and they go through the middle. Grosdanoski gets one around the neck as he gets it past. It goes through about 14 people towards the goals. Which way is it going to bounce? It hits the post. Through for another behind, so Inverleigh double their total. They are 2 behinds. Anakie 1 behind. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 6 minutes played.
Kick-ins goes short, has Berg. He kicks round the corner and the mark has been taken. And it's by Felsner in the back pocket. So some tricky work. Oh, it's a dangerous kick going back across the face of goal. Puts his teammate under pressure. He's able to keep the ball in field. Short kick finds Berg again. So they're now back with possession of the ball. That short possession game they play has been good. It needs to be in this wind. And the mark's been taken there by Phillips. So he's just inside defensive 50. Decides to go round the boundary line. Van Stebbing's in front. Ball smothered from behind. Knocked down by Grosdanoski. And it sees over the boundary line in front of the Anakie coaching box. The umpire about to restart play with Hybens and Wilson. Ruck works up. Neither player gets a tap on the ball. Berg's been prominent. Got the ball down to Heyman. Now kicks round the corner back towards the centre half forward position. Going back Filet. Couldn't take the mark. Picked up by Logue. Needs to free the ball out. Did so. Picked up by Casey Meehan. Kicked round the corner. Went looking for and trying to find his teammate there, but it's been rushed through for another minor score. And that player I was looking for was Robbie Logue. So 3 behinds now to Inverleigh. They lead Anakie on 1 behind. We've gone 7 minutes first quarter.
And Parsons again with the footy. Full back for the Roos. Plays on. Gains 5. Goes to the outer side. Outside 50. Muir up from behind Phyllis. Muir always got his name written on it. Took the mark. Good mark too. Left half forward on the outer side for Inverleigh. Got 5 blokes across half forward calling for it. He goes further though, looking for Cations to fill the hole, puts a hand up, doesn't take the mark. Oh, bad handball though, came for Anakie. They're under pressure, they've dropped the footy in defence. They're about 40 out from the Inverleigh goal. Pressuring hard, Logue puts his head over the football. The umpire says, held to him, 40 out from goal for a ball up. As the pack gets up, Robbie Logue will give the footy back. Oh, he leaves it for the umpire to ball it up. Hybens, Wilson come from the same side. Phyllis goes up third man. He doesn't get it. Ball spills. Wilson gets it down again. Oh, jeez. The head ripped off for Anakie Gatt. Gets the free kick. Goes laterally to Berg at left half back unattended. Can drive the ball towards half forward. Turned it over possibly again. De Blasio stands his ground. Takes the mark in front of the lead that came from Luke Colliver. And the umpire has called the footy back for de Blasio to kick over the mark.
I thought he did.
Well, the umpire didn't.
I thought he was going to... Well, he went over the mark. I thought they were going to play 50, to be quite honest. But
de Blasio at half-back for Inverleigh. Goes inboard. Berg stands his ground in middle, takes the mark. Pressured as he got the kick away, but it was all right at the end. Fell in the arms of Rideau. Goes the outside. And it's a good kick too. And finds Rickett out there. Gary Rickett goes towards full forward. 3-on-2. Inverleigh have the numbers. Can they pick it up though? Is that a push in the back?
I think it was.
Nelly. Gee, Anakie could have got a free kick there. The umpire will come in and ball it out.
It's one of those free kicks they pay around the ground, but they're a little bit reluctant right in front of goal.
That's it. So ball up, Anakie deep into attack, northern end of the ground. Tap forward, another pack develops. The umpire will come in and do a bit more work. 3 behinds Inverleigh, leading Anakie 1 behind. 9.5 minutes gone in the first term.
So another ball up, same position, top of the square. Hyman's back this time, taps the ball down. Players put head over the contest. It's a bit hard to see who's in there because there's a couple of blokes standing with their hands and hips in front of us. Picked up there by de Blasio, tries to work his way through. Found Perrott on the outside, and he goes with his left foot, looking wide for Casey Millian. He's found Grozdanovsky, didn't get a favourable bounce, so it's going to be Anakie who are going to lead to the race for the ball. They just need to pick it up. They're under pressure, they're outnumbered, but they've done well so far. He's been slung out of the contest, and we're talking about... Kavanagh, was it? No, wasn't him, but it's in the hands of Wilson. He handed the ball back to Casey Millian. Millian went to Grozdanovsky, kicked into the full forward position and coming out. The ever reliable Corey Collins.
Just about to say that, ever reliable.
Takes the mark and changes direction. He actually went back to where the ball came from. A nice wide kick, and the mark has been taken out there by Phillips. Turns, kicks quickly. Running player from behind is Kavanagh. And Kavanagh now kicks round to boundary line. That wasn't so good because Perrott comes up with a mark. Well, umpires called him to play on. Not too sure what reason was there, but at centre wing, the umpire says it's going to be his.
I thought he got it on the half volley, Smithy.
No, I thought he had it clean, mate. But anyway, so the ball thrown up. Hybens, Wilson over the top, knocks the ball down. Picked up, handball, goes to Muir. Muir running through the middle, gets around one with a little side step, goes long. They seem to be just blazing away, and the numbers back there for Anakie are just taking possession of the ball. And it's going to be Felsner who takes that mark. He has a player short, goes that way. Young kid in Van Stebbing. Been all right, this young fella.
Yeah.
Haven't minded his game. There's not much of him, but he works all right. Kicks the ball out towards Wilson. He attacks the ball, takes a mark. And away he goes. Called on by the umpire. Needs to be good. Goes out wide looking for Phillips. Kick gets there. He takes the mark and away he goes. Ball now chipped out in front of Rickett, and also player going back with the fly of the ball is Gatt. Mark's not taken at ground level. Rickett picks the ball up. Had Smith, ignored him. Handballed over the top. Went back to Gatt in the forward pocket. Stepped inside and a good handball to Culliver. Runs towards goal.
Beautiful
and
football.
Kicked first for the afternoon. And also Anakie's first. They move to 1-1-7. They lead Inverleigh on 3 behinds. We have gone 11 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Well, that started back down here. That was a beautiful mark in defence. I thought he might have just used the arm to push his opponent out, but away they went. Rickett's been prominent up forward, and they really looked the goods that time. And they started off the game the way they have to start off this game against the wind, and they're doing a fine job.
Fast start by the Eagles down at Winchelsea. 3 goals east after 3 minutes against Winch.
Bang,
Good start
bang,
by the Eagles.
Bang.
The first goal here to the Roos. Take the lead back to the middle. Wilson and Hybens. Wilson's been influential so far. Plenty of possessions around the ground as well. Both get a hand to it. Comes to the to a pack. Muir over the top of it. In there, Hamer fighting hard for it as well for Inverleigh. The umpire will come in, do it all again. Secondary bounce. So ball up. Just next to the centre circle. Hybens goes up early, gets it down to Hamer. Tried to ride the bump, then dropped the football. Umpire said play on. Van Stebbing gets it away. Slick little handball to nobody in particular. Comes back to Berg off a step towards centre half forward with a tumbling punt. Rudu had a hand on it. Couldn't take it with him, no. Comes to the side of the pack. Cations. Handball's okay. And Inverleigh from half back go towards centre wing. Grozdanovsky can take the mark. Does well. Gets it free towards Hybens. And also running through the middle, that might have been Cations again. He goes towards Grundle on a long lead. Gets around, tried to get the handball free. Couldn't do so at 50. Worried out of it. Felsner was right next to him. Handball came out. And Anakie had the numbers if they can get the handball up. They missed a target, though. Turnover towards Meehan, running across the 50-metre line. He comes in. He can't take it with him. Pack develops about 35 out from the Hawks' goal. Meehan clears a path. Quick kick around the corner was pretty good.
Perrott.
Came from Perrott, and I think he kicked the goal. He certainly did. That's a great kick out of the pack by Lockie Perrott. He puts his first on the board. First for the Hawks. They're 1-3-9. They lead Anakie 1-1-7. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 13.5 minutes played.
I think he's another one that was in Interleague squad too, Lockie Perrott, and that was a beautiful goal. But I tell you what, footy change, I still can't understand some of these things. How long have we been going? We've been going about 13 and a half minutes. Bergie's had, 8 touches, something like that. Plenty. Absolutely killing them, but with today's footy in the rotation, as soon as he goes off, they kick a goal. Coincidence or not, I don't know. But that's the way footy's played these days. You have to rotate. I always think if you leave your best players on for as long as you can.
Yes, ball back in the middle of the ground. Hybens up against Wilson. Both players up. Hybens just enough over the top. Gets the ball down. Picked up by Perrott. Tried to work his way through. Well, don't know the release of the ball was that clean, but anyway, Hamer's working hard over the sandpit, and it's going to be a ball up.
It is, isn't it? Look at it. The sandpit.
Buckets and spades. And Lockie Perrott emerges with the ball, hands it back to the umpire. So he's just taken away from that patch, which is not a bad idea. Both ruckmen step aside, arms up, Hybens down, picked up by Muir, kick on the boot, quick kick to the boot, into the half-forward line, going across Dalton Grundle. Felshen's done well there, got front position and tries to get away from the contest. Handball outside, found Kavanagh. Kavanagh went down to the boundary line. Oh, that was a push.
Yeah,
yes,
he's got that one.
And it was Etridge there who did the pushing. Resulting free kick goes to Blake Hutchison. So Hutchison now with the ball as the contest will be brought back into their forward line. Short kick, goes looking towards Grundle. Grozdanowski, over the back it goes, and will run out of bounds. In the forward pocket, about 25 metres around from goal. I just think Inverleigh is falling down a little bit with their delivery into their forward line. Haven't got a real big target up there. Grundle's their main man to go to, but just blazing away at the present time.
When you got the wind, sides sometimes do that, don't they, rather than kick precision?
Just lower their eyes. Ball thrown back in by the umpire. Grozdanowski doing the ruck work and can do that quite easily. Picked up, comes out of the contest, went back to his brother, went to Cations. Cations back to Filet. Normally a good kick of the football, got plenty on it. Goes back towards the goal square. Players go back, and well done by Costello. Sees it through for another rush behind. 1-4 now to Inverleigh. They lead Anakie on 1-1-7, and we have gone 15 and a half minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
So Collins has the footy.
Now, is he writing this down?
It's already done,
the goal umpire?
Oh, don't go there. Not again, please.
No,
not after last week.
That bloke won't be listening.
Where is that number one?
He said he's not going to listen to us ever again, so who cares?
Collins in short to Parsons. Plays on now. Goes to the outer side, centre wing. Big pack develops off the side of the pack. Grozdanowski handball, Perrott. Feigned the handball first, then got it away to Filet. Left foot kick inboard, over the head of Muir. Can't take it with him. Might get it back though. 45 out. Kick was terrible off the boot, and it ended up in the arms of Gledhill for Anakie. He goes to the outer side again. Oh, coming out. Phyllis at pace. Did well too. Collected it. Turned around. Goes with the right foot. The boundary umpire said he was out when he turned around to kick it forward. And so we'll have a boundary throw-in. Outer side. Centre wing position.
Leave him on all day.
So the boundary umpire. Grubby coaching the ruse here. The two number 12s, Hybens and Wilson. Neither get an effective tap. Falls to the boards of the backband. Stebbing couldn't take it as well. Through the middle, though. They pick it up and go through Dylan Brown for Inverleigh. Towards the pocket. Coming out, Grundle can't take the mark. Second effort over the top of it. Can he get it away? He can't. It's over the line for a throw-in.
Tell you what, Jace, if I ever had 8 or 10 possessions in the first 10 minutes of a game, they'd have to get the jaws of life to get me off the ground because I wouldn't come off. No way. Not that it ever happened.
A boundary throw-in. Hybens to the front. Kavanagh. Handball back to Wilson. His handball didn't hit a target, though. Off hands again. Another boundary throw-in. About 35 around from the Inverleigh goal. They lead 1-10. They lead Anakie 1-7. We played 17 and a half in the first term.
So both ruckmen again, down at the ball. This time Hybens taps it over the back, went back towards Cations, but the interception there was Parsons. Running player coming through, tried to force his way through. He's been pinged, and it's going to be Jack Filet who has the resulting free kick. So Filet, he's outside 50. I would think that with that bit of breeze behind him, he's capable of kicking the distance. He's just going to set himself now and go long. Kick wasn't hit well. It's going to get to the top of the square. Grundle's there. Grozdanowski up. Ball comes down. Pressure now on the Anakie defence. Ball is picked up. Handball out the back. Went from Locke Perrott. He got it back again. Good tackle there. Ball on the ground. Picked up by Brown to Meehan. Meehan kicks around the corner and has kicked that behind. So Casey Meehan's first score of the afternoon. Brings Inverleigh to 1-5. Anakie 1-1. Defence has done well so far for Anakie. Corey Collins, the resulting free or the kick out from that fullback position. The norm is to go short. That's what they're doing again. So Parsons has the ball, called to play on by the umpire, runs back towards the square, and now will run through for another minor score. That's 2 goals for Inverleigh, or 1-6. They lead 12 behind to 12 points to 7. It's going to be Parsons this time doing the kicking in from the full-back position. He's told to play on now by the umpire. Decides to come out wide.
Good pass.
It was a bit lucky. It didn't come off that well, but it found Costello, who kicks the ball further afield. And the mark's not taken there. It's gone over the top there of Robbins. Going back, is picking the ball up as Logue. He's had the ball stripped by Gatt. Gatt working hard at ground level. And a conversion of players there. Umpire standing back looking out. And he's going to ball it up. So we've gone 19, nearly 20 minutes first quarter. Inverleigh at 1 goal, 6. They lead Anakie on 1-1-7.
A ball up, Hybens creates some space. Cations is there. Hamer through the middle. Got his head ripped off nearly. So he gets a free kick. Centre wing. Gives it away by hand to Perrott. Kicks it across the ground. It's okay. Into the middle. And the Hawks have got the numbers. Cations from the middle. Goes towards Grundle. Goes up. Can't take the mark. Front and centre. Nobody there though. Meehan comes in third. Can't take it with him. Ball spills to Grundle. Handball slicked out quickly. Kicks it around the corner. It's a good kick too. And Gerard's got it. So he kicks his first and the second for Inverleigh. And they go to 2-6-18. They lead Anakie, who are 1-1-7. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. And we have played 20 minutes in the first term.
They've done really well, Anakie, to be able to clutter up that forward line of Inverleigh, so they haven't been able to get free. But the ball came out very quickly after a bit of an indiscriminate free kick from around the neck. And when they opened them up, they looked pretty good, and the goal was pretty easy in the finish. But that's what they've got to try and keep doing, is get the ball in quickly and open them up.
So back with the umpire, middle of the ground. Both ruckman, hands on hips. Or on knees, I should say. Ready to do battle once again. Ball thrown in the air by the umpire. Up over the top. Hybens gets it down. Muir, Hamer tried to take it out of his hands. Ball's picked up. Anakie tried to get the ball out. Bird goes off the ground. Free kick, resulting free kick. And it goes to Anakie. Right in the middle of the ground. McAuliffe, is it? Goes over the top. Went looking for Rideau. Handball was good. And it's Gledhill who kicks into the half-forward line. Going back with the fly of the ball and picking it up was Perrott to Archini to Cations. He overruns the ball, so now the pressure's on them to win it back. Handball goes back inside to Smith, who kicks round the corner. Actually came off the wrong side of the boot and went back to the other far pocket. Now it bounces towards the boundary line. The numbers definitely with Inverleigh, a 3-on-1 situation. And the player, Phillips, has done really well to keep the ball in the contest. He's been able to force a ball up, has he or not? Yes, he has. Umpire coming in. Says yes, it is.
I tell you what, there was 3-on-1 and open space. If they had got that out in Inverleigh, they were all the way home, I reckon. So it's young Phyllis, fantastic footy.
So the ball, Wilson over the top does well. Picked up there by Rickett, round the boundary line. Kicked back to the top of the square, and it's been touched in the goal square. Hasn't gone through. Picked up. Ettridge goes round the corner.
He's got it. He's got it.
He has kicked the goal. Umpire just going back to check and says everything is okay. All clear is given. So he has 1 goal, 1, and Anakie 2 goals, 1 now. They trail Inverleigh on 2 goals, 6. We've gone 22 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
I thought he was going down there for a video check, a score check. He went all the way down to give the all clear. But look, Ettridge, he gave a little push, got the ball out when it looked like it was going to be a point, pushed it to his own advantage, got the ball back. That was fantastic play. But the play of the day, the player that got that goal was young Phyllis, that kept the ball in when there was 3-on-1, because otherwise I think the ball would have been a goal for Inverleigh down the other end. So young Jamie Phyllis, take a bow, mate. That was fantastic. That's your goal, son.
So back to the middle. Hybens, Wilson. Wilson gets it down. Tries to do his own roving work too. Had some support. The ball came away to Robbins. Tried to get the kick away under pressure towards half forward. Inverleigh working hard through there. Cations handballs it back. It's okay. And kick around the corner by Inverleigh. It's chopped off by Gledhill. Goes towards half forward. Wilson in the middle does well. Takes the mark. Does nicely. Kick around the corner. Very laconic, if you don't mind. And kicks it around the corner. It's okay. And finds Gary Rickett. And he'll shoot for goal from 35, 40 out directly in front. So Inverleigh having some trouble across half-back getting the ball. Past their centre wing. And Anakie coming back the other way. Comes in. Puts it straight through. So he does nicely. Gary Rickett puts his first on the board. And the third for Anakie. They go to 3-1-19, take the lead. Inverleigh 2-6-18. And that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes played.
Well, he doesn't miss many, Gary Rickett, and that was a pretty hard kick considering he's against the wind. But I tell you what, I think at the moment, Wilson's just got the edge on Hybens, and he's given Anakie the first use of the ball at the centre bounces, and they're able to run it down, whereas when Inverleigh get it, they just bomb it long into their forward line. So Anakie, they're running the ball well into the wind and doing a really good job.
Umpire about to restart play. Is there light misty rain coming across there? I can see, or is that just me glasses fogging up? Ball goes to Hutchison, goes out wide. We're looking for Violet. Must be dust. Can't be seeing something. But anyway, Kavanagh from Anakie. He's collected the ball. He's happy enough to see it over the boundary line. And it's in between the half-back line and centre wing. Anakie's defensive end of the ground.
Doesn't rain at Anakie. It's either dry or it pours down.
Well, I reckon that's drizzle. And the ball thrown back in by the umpire. Hybens over the top, gets the ball down, picked up there by Hutchison. Steams forward, kicks smothered off the boot, goes back and collects it again. Can steady, runs towards goal. Blake Hutchison, nice finish. 3 goals, 6 Inverleigh. They take the lead again once again. Anakie on 3 goals, 1. 25 minutes gone, first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
That's beautiful football from a class player, Blake Hutchinson. That was terrific. But the ironic part about it is he had his first kick smothered, which was good defence by the Anakie defence, but if they hadn't have smothered it, they probably wouldn't have got a goal. It bounced back off him, gave him the momentum that he needed. He had time to steady, and he made no mistake. He put it straight over the goal umpire's head, and you're right, it's drizzling.
It is.
It is drizzling.
It is raining.
I don't know whether you saw that or just predicted it, Smithy.
Maybe the glasses are working.
Hey? Yeah, Rob Gel.
Rob Gel. Just waiting for the footy to come back from the farm next door. Got some other scores in the... it's all over at Winch too, can I tell you? The Eagles going nicely. 6-2-38 leading Winch 1-1-7.
Well, they might have the win.
Well, they might. Werribee 3-6-24. Thompson 1-3-9. North Geelong 4-3-27. Belmont 2 behinds. Geelong West 2-5-17. Cry 2 goals. And Belpost still 5-2 all over. Bannockburn yet to score.
Oh, hang on.
That might be the win.
Come on,
Just
let's
joking.
wait till half time, you blokes.
Joking.
Jeez.
Back in the middle, Hybens, good, gets it down. Berg, though, roved it the better. Comes off the leg of Cations, back towards the sand pit. Oh, they all fly in. And that leaves it on the beach, the footy. It's there still. They can't break away. Cations wrapped up again, not going anywhere. Oh, the umpire has pulled out the punts. Did he have prior opportunity?
Oh, absolutely no way in the world known to the man.
Robbins gets the free kick, goes out wide. It's okay. Finds his teammate out there. And Gledhill goes towards the pocket. Ettridge is there as well, fighting over it, close to the boundary line. They get the kick back in, Anakie. Oh, it's a pretty good kick too. Smith traps it as well, kicks the left foot around the corner, and the goal umpire says he's missed it and 3 for 1 behind.
Jeez, well, your eyes must be better than mine, 'cause I thought that was a goal.
3-2-20 Anakie. Inverleigh 3-6-24. And that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 27 minutes played.
It does drift lately up that.
I'm getting
It's a long way away up there.
Getting the binoculars out there.
Ling goes out wide and has de Blasio in the back pocket. So de Blasio, nice kick of the football, usually goes long and outside 50 towards centre wing. Me and one hand up takes the mark. Good grab. Looking back inside. Sees Hutchison running down through the middle of the ground. It's another nice precision kick. So that's 3 great kicks, and they got themselves into the full forward or to the centre of the ground. Hutchison tries to rush his kick, finds Grozdanovsky, had to go back and collect it. Handball back over the top. Went looking for Perrott. Needs to pick it up. Has Hutchison outside him in the 1-2. Goes back to Perrott. Nice kick into the half-forward line. Good spoil from behind there. And the ball is running towards the boundary line. Parsons is leading the race for the ball, but he's having enough to see it over the boundary line.
That one indiscriminate kick, it just put too much pressure on him. Had it have been a nice kick, they were away, the Hawks.
So the defensive work there from Weesbrook was excellent. Just getting fist to ball. So the ball thrown back in by the umpire. Ends up there in the hands of Inverleigh, and the kick from Violet going back towards the full forward position. Bounces. Wilson going back, collects it, has runners outside. Felsner goes wider again and hits Collins. So usually good by foot.
Oh, that's got to be 50.
Goes short, finds Costello.
He just let him run over the mark then.
Costello now kicks around the boundary line. Gath comes up, presents well, further afield. Has Phillips, went in that direction, bit slow. McHenry from behind, able to spoil, brings the ball down, able to go back and get it again, and kicks round the corner, heading back towards the boundary line, the half-forward line. Races on. Ling will see it over the boundary line, and will be thrown back into the field of play. So with Inverleigh at 3 goals, 6 at the 29-minute mark, not long to go. Anakie on 3 goals, 2.
Wasn't very happy about being pushed into the fence then, Gary Rickett. No, I don't think I'd be either, just quietly, but...
So Andrew throw in. Left half forward for the Roos. From behind, the ball comes towards Muir. He slings the handball out towards Cations at centre half back. Gets around, goes with the right foot kick to half forward. Anakie with the numbers, no mark taken.
Free kick.
Free kick though, down the field, is it? Or
he was late with that too.
Right, so Grozdanovsky will take it. This is Daniel. 55 out from goal. Not without a show with the wind behind him. He's lining up deliberately for a set shot at goal. 55 out.
Long as it doesn't hit that tree and bounce back in.
So he comes in, runs very close to the man on the mark, but it's okay. It's a great kick. Straight through the middle. Good kick by Daniel Grozdanovsky. Kicks his first. Fourth for Inverleigh, 4-6-30. And they lead Anakie 3-2-20. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 30.5 minutes played.
Well, it was a good kick in the finish, but I think it tells us that wind is as strong as we thought it was because, as you called it, he ran far too close to the man on the mark. He had to kick it high then, but the wind just took it straight through. Normally, that wouldn't have made the distance, but it did because of the wind, because he did run too close. So the value of this wind is better than what we thought, I think.
Have they made enough of it at 4-6?
No, they haven't.
No. Well, it must be blowing an absolute gale down at Winch because they're 8-2 now, East. So
oh, yeah, they said it was windy.
Middle of the ground, ball comes out, picked up there by Perrott. He's under pressure, need to release it. Don't know whether that was the correct way. The umpire says it was a throw, good call. And the young man in Van Stebbing plays on. His kick comes off the side of the boot, but it's going to favour Smith. Steadies himself, kicks into the full forward position. Lead-up player gets over the top, ends up with Rickett. Rickett goes back to Glenhill. Oh, short kick, 25 metres back, but it's a good kick that found Phillips. So Phillips now with the ball. Is it Phillips or Phyllis? Phyllis. I said Phillips. Sorry about that, young fella. Ball kicked into the goal square, picked up there, kicks round the corner. I think that'll be a good enough kick.
I reckon he's got this one.
Umpire's not sure. He's been talked into it by the umpire.
He was going to pay a goal. He was going to put the 2 fingers up. The Inverleigh fullback said that's not a goal, so he gave it a point. You're kidding me.
4 goals, 6 Inverleigh, 3-3 to Anakie. 31.5 minutes gone, first quarter.
So Brent Lang with the footy for the Hawks at fullback. Oh, thought about the short kick to Hutchison. Likes to go further afield, looking for Hybens. Wilson's there as well, the 2-12s. Wilson does well. Handball from Perrott, missed the target. He got some support there. Grozdanovsky kicks it across the guy.
They need the siren, Anakie.
Oh, well, they've done well, the Roos, to get across their first passes.
Ah, beautiful.
Nicely. Breaks free, goes to the right foot kick out wide. They're on the rebound here, the Roos. They want the siren to go now.
Not now, no.
Go from centre wing. Go up the line towards half forward. Over the back of the pack. Ricketts there. Sits for him okay. Right forward pocket. Kicks it into the wind. Kicks A behind.
Are you sure on that one?
And if you go to 3-4-22, trail Inverleigh 4-6-30. 32 and nearly 33 minutes gone first term.
Long quarter for 7 goals,
Absolutely.
I think. The ball is kicked out, goes long, and then reaches up, takes a grab. So he's in the centre square, has a player leaning wide, goes towards Grozdanovsky. It's also going to be towards player there from Inverleigh, and it's picked up, and it's going to be Van Wedding, who handballs back, goes looking for Berg, who picks the ball up. And Berg goes back and finds Phyllis. Back to Berg, running player, Collins ignored, chips into the middle of the ground. Kavanagh takes the mark. He plays on the right foot, goes towards goal. Nice looking kicks, good spoil from behind there from de Blasio. Brings it down, Hutchison tries to run on it. He makes the tackle. Ball comes down, pins up in the hands of Smith. Steadies from 45 out directly in front. And it's going to be just Australian through for a minor score. So 3 goals, 5 to Anakie. They've worked very well into the wind. They trail Inverleigh on 4 goals, 6. 34 minutes gone, first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Oh, is he an idiot or what?
Who?
Noel Idiot Fanning has just texted me and said there's not a breath of wind at Winch.
So a kick in by Ling.
I've heard everything.
Goes long, as long as he can go. Towards the middle of the ground. Push. I think it was a push too.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Push in the back. Kavanagh will take the free kick for Anakie. Chips the ball over the top. Gledhill comes out, takes the mark, 50 out from goal.
Oh, he's
Called
off.
the play on, he went around. He goes to the right foot, just pops it up towards the pocket, punched away. No mark taken, rode by Gatt, goes towards the teeth of goal. Well, hang on.
Oh, he could get a free here. He has.
He has. Gatt has got the free for a sling after he got rid of the footy.
Exactly.
And we'll shoot for goal from 35 out, directly in front. So, northern end of the ground. Gatt has the footy. We'll shoot for goal. Timekeeper must have gone to sleep. 35 minutes.
They might be chewing on a hamburger.
I'll be going to Colac at about 8:30 tonight, the way I'm going.
There hasn't been that many stoppages either.
Nah.
It's been 7 goals.
Yeah, but even stoppages
No, I know.
around the ground, it's been pretty free-flowing.
Went into the farmland once, but that was it. Gatt comes in, right foot kick, kicks the goal.
They needed that.
Straight through. Kicks his first. Fourth for Anakie, 4-5-29. Close the gap, Inverleigh, 4-6-30. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 35 and a half minutes played.
I'm really impressed the way these boys have come out. I think everyone had a go at us for coming out here today, and it still might happen too, but, geez, they're fighting hard. They're putting their bodies over it, and, of course, a nice little goal from Gatt there. They've had a couple of shots for goal they probably should have kicked in the last couple of minutes, but even though they're a point behind on the scoreboard, with the wind blowing down the other end, I reckon they're in front.
Umpire back in the middle of the ground, as I said, ticking towards 36 minutes first quarter. Over the top, Wilson does well, picked up by Gatt, went back to Berg, a long kick into the forward line, maybe another chance. Rideau pushed under the ball, de Blasio able to get the ball to the front of the contest. Rideau goes back, siren sounds, and that will end the first quarter here at the Anakie Reserve.
So Anakie 4-5-29 at quarter time, Inverleigh 4-6-30. Point the difference.
There's a bit of to-do out here at the minute. They're not happy.
Goal kickers Dale, while we have a look at the fracas.
Yes, goal kickers for Anakie, Simon Gatt 1, Culliver 1, Rickett 1, and Ettridge 1. And for Inverleigh, I should say, Hutchison